After dawn services and marches in cities around the nation this morning, Australians are commemorating ANZAC Day at marches and pubs and clubs. We've got our reporters live in Sydney and Darwin this afternoon. Firstly to Danica DeGiorgio at the Harbour Diggers on the northern beaches of Sydney. Danica, it's being billed as the biggest two-up event in the Southern Hemisphere.
And I tell you what, Kieran, I don't think that they're off the mark there. There are thousands of people here today. Have a look at this. They've just taken a break, but they have been playing two-up for at least the next 3 hours. Yeah, you can see some very excited punters in the crowd there right now. They've been winning money, losing money all afternoon, but it doesn't matter. They're here to have a good time. These crowds have been building slowly for the last 3 hours. They say it's the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere. They also say to stick around for the next few hours because it's only going to get bigger. I spoke to the ringmaster. He's been at it all afternoon. I had a chat with him. He says it's even bigger than the biggest event in the Southern Hemisphere.
We hold the world's biggest two-up game. We've had some amazing events over the years, and every year it just gets better and better and better. So all new people, all new crowd, all new faces.
So not just the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, but you're saying the biggest event in the world.
That's what they told me, yeah. We several years before COVID, they said they hit the peak, and I remember, I think some of the authorities went, it's getting a little bit too big, let's just calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's just started getting very loud back here. They've just restarted again. I caught up with a couple of veterans earlier who were here, and they told me how important this day is for them. What does this day mean to you?
A hell of a lot. This medal here is 116. Was my grandfather's service number, and my father was in the war. I was in Vietnam. All my uncles were in Korea and Borneo. My son was in Afghanistan.
This is the only time I throw the coin here, and I've never played two-up. My father never played two-up, and he was a Rattlebrook. I never played two-up in Vietnam, so I don't know what it's all about.
So, Kieran, the Harbour Diggers here was actually started by a World War I digger 80 years ago. So synonymous with ANZAC Day and perfect weather for it as well.